Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Mr. Corpus. I'm one of the band directors at Paredes Middle School, and today I'm just going to go over briefly about the trumpet. So, just to give you a little bit of information about it and a little history, the family that it's part in, and stuff like that, all that fun stuff, okay? Let's go ahead and begin. So, the first thing you got to know is that it is part of the brass family, which consists of all the instruments that you see here. So, we have the trumpet itself, the cornet, we have the trombone family, we have the tenor horn, which is, yeah, we'll get into that later. The baritone, the tuba, French horn, euphonium, flugelhorn, natural trumpet, which we don't use. So, but yeah, these are all examples of brass instruments, okay? So, and just so you know, we also have the woodwind family, which you'll get to know later on, which is the flute, clarinet, oboe, bassoon, saxophone, and then you also have your percussion instruments. But what you need to know right now is trumpet equals brass family. Okay. Now, I'm going to scoot myself over just a little bit, actually a lot, on this side of the screen so you can see the full screen there. So a brief history about the trumpet. Now, one thing that you need to know is that it has developed into having valves. Now, valves are these three things that are right here, okay? So it used to be, I don't know if you saw the natural trumpet over in slide 2. This natural trumpet, so that was long ago, that was the trumpet. And then it developed into having the valves, okay? And that's just one point. Now the next point is trumpets have been used for attention getters, for announcements, for the royals, as you've seen in videos and movies, you know, of medieval times, for example. As soon as the royal family comes in, the trumpets come out, they play a fanfare to announce that they're here, and the king and queen make their announcement or whatever they wish to say or do. So yeah, so it's been used as attention getters, okay? Now, another thing that you need to know is that you need to use your lips and you need to use a lot of air to play this trumpet, to play any wind instrument, okay? And it's just used by, you buzz by bringing your lips together and creating this very similar, but I did a terrible job right now. You're going to do a much better job than I am at trumpet. But you buzz your lips just like that, okay? And the next video is going to show you an example of what buzzing actually is. And let's go ahead and move on to this video.
We're going to blow a steady airstream and let the lips vibrate steadily through that airstream. You might have to fight to keep it there because the muscles are going to want to move while the air is moving. Try to center it in, stop the note on one sound. Ba.
Okay, so yeah, so that was a much better example of buzzing. I cannot free buzz, but it's fine, don't worry. So yeah, so that's what you need to do to make a sound on the trumpet, okay? Pretty simple. We'll have you say stuff like Eminem, set your face, breathe in, and then let your lips vibrate, okay? I like to imagine like you have a hair on your lip and you're kind of, in a better way, you're going like that. So that's essentially what you're going to be doing as you play trumpet or any brass instrument, okay? Let's see. Oops, froggy noise. In our next slide, so here are some professional performances of the trumpets. So here you're going to listen to Christopher Martin. He's one of my favorite trumpet players. I had a chance to meet him. He's a great musician, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to his awesome playing. Yeah, so this is a great demonstration of the trumpet and its colorful tone as well. So as you can see, when he was playing, he had his embouchure set for that. That's exactly what you do for the trumpet. Okay, so we'll go into, excuse me, we'll get in depth to how to play the trumpet and all of that once you actually choose your instrument. Okay, let's move on to the next demonstration. So up next we have something a little bit more quick, a little quicker playing, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a listen. Yeah, so another great example of the trumpet. So yeah, so the trumpet can do a lot of great things besides play loud. Okay, so there's a lot of awesome tonguing techniques that you can do. There's different cultural stuff that you could do. You could do jazz, you could do marching band, you could do mariachi, you could do salsa music. It's used in a lot of different ensembles, orchestras, obviously. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next slide. So, here's an example of marching band. So this is an example by the Blue Devils 2019 victory run, and I hope you enjoy. It was actually a really cool part. Wow, that was high. Just kidding. So yeah, so just so you know, you're always going to hear that in marching bands, especially the Blue Devils. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, there was an army of trumpets, and that's pretty much expected when you see or hear a marching band. Okay, so just so you know, the trumpet is it's the soprano line of the brass family. Okay, so what I mean by that is they tend to play more of the melody lines in music. Okay, just like the flute and the clarinet would in the music. Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna get to play a lot of the main melodies, you're gonna get to play awesome harmonies, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so let's see, and this brings me to the end of my demonstration of the trumpet. Hopefully this gives you somewhat of an idea of what the trumpet actually is. It's an awesome instrument. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And if you have any questions at all, please make sure that you email the directors. You have Mr. Jeff Heffler, who is the head director of our band program at Paredes Middle School, with his email. And you have myself, Mr. Luis Corpus. I am one of the assistant band directors there at Paredes Middle School. And you have Mrs. Nancy English, who is the other assistant band director. And either of us would be more than happy to speak with you, communicate with you about band, about choosing an instrument, anything at all. So please make sure that you reach out to us, okay? Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you in our next band class.